to Marineland. Come see the falls, Marineland, Niagara. Come see it all.
If you were ever a TV kid, you'd probably remember the classic commercials that popped up on YTV and Teletoon with the slogan,
Everyone loves Marineland.
and you'd recite that to yourself until you actually get to go and realize it's not all that it's cracked up to be.
A report from the Canadian Press shows 14 whales and 1 dolphin have died at Marineland over the course of the last 4 years.
A week after the shuttered park said that it might have to euthanize the whales because it's simply run out of money to feed them.
Niagara Regional Police have charged the tourist park with 1 count of using dolphins and whales for entertainment purposes.
This is the 20th beluga death since 2019. Clearly, Marineland is in crisis.
As a child growing up in the early 2000s, Marineland was that theme park every kid in Canada wanted to go to. Who didn't want to see beluga whales, seals, walruses shit themselves, and ride those sweet rides like the Sky Screamer? I rode that ride. I was quivering in my boots. I think I've only ever been to this park once or twice, but the experience left a really big impact on my childhood. The rides were a blast, and so were seeing the majestic animals. Growing up to the age I am now, I never realized how awful that theme park really was and all of the haunting things going on behind the scenes. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of it all, let's go back to the beginning. In 1961, a Slovenian-Canadian 26-year-old man by the name of John Holler founded and operated Marineland Canada based in Niagara Falls, Ontario. John Holler was born on August 15 in 1935, and he passed away on June 23 in 2018 due to an unknown serious illness. John grew up in Slovenia, then part of Yugoslavia. After World War II, the Holler family farm was confiscated by communists, prompting John to escape across the border into Austria. John worked at a winery before traveling to West Germany, where he was employed with Circus Krone, one of the largest circuses in Europe. His past experience of working with animals possibly gave him the idea to start up his own animal business. In 1957, John immigrated to Canada around the Niagara area. Here he was employed in various jobs, like working on a dry dock in Welland, Ontario with Canada Steamship Lines, or CSL for short. John Holler observed a damaged submarine at the dry dock and wanted to create an underwater submarine ride with a partner of his, which they later sold to the Walt Disney Company for $14 grand. With the money he received, he used some of it to buy part of the Harry Oaks estate in Niagara Falls, and used the land to build an animal attraction for tourists and guests. He called it the Marine Wonderland and Animal Farm. John Holler decided to start an underwater show, which prompted him to weld 2 steel tanks together, bring 3 sea lions, and hire 2 female swimmers to his attraction, and charged $1.25 for admission and another to feed the animals. The park as we know it now was changed to the name Marineland Canada. Around the 1970s and 1980s, Marineland expanded its park, adding marine animals such as orcas, belugas, and dolphins, bringing a gift shop as well as adding some rides like Dragon Mountain and the Sky Screamer, which is a 450 feet tall drop tower. In the 2010s, the park started to be investigated for animal cruelty. They were investigated several times, though through it all, Holler insisted that his animals were well taken care of. But now we know that isn't entirely true.
Marineland is one of the biggest industries in Niagara Falls, and over the course of the last year, it has been accused of animal abuse. A ridiculous charge. Those investigations are now over. No charges. Case closed. But that's not enough for the radical animal rights people. They want all zoos and aquariums closed, and they were back at it pestering patrons on opening day. If they succeeded in their goal, what would that mean for Niagara?
Kiska, a widely known, popular orca, was the last one kept at Marineland until her death in 2023. She was known around the world and even given the nickname the world's loneliest orca, because she spent the last 12 years of her life completely alone in an abandoned tank. In 2024, Marineland had completely shut down their rides, closed their restaurants and gift shop, and only operated a few water exhibits. With sales plummeting and almost nobody showing up, Marineland Canada has shut down their park for good. As of last year in 2025, the park announced they were selling and removing their rides, and no decision has been made about reopening the park, and it is not clear what they would call it and what would be operating from within. Marineland announced that the park would move its remaining animals while it searches for new ownership. The park's request to move the animals was unfortunately denied, and Marineland requested financial assistance from the federal government to feed and care for the whales, saying otherwise it would need to euthanize them. At the time I recorded this audio for the video, we didn't have any updates about Marineland's shipping of their animals. But we got an update. Marineland gets conditional approval from Ottawa to ship 30 belugas, 4 dolphins to the US. This is great news, considering those belugas and dolphins have been there for ages. As a kid, you kinda look past all the controversy of the park and just have a fun, carefree experience. But as you grow older, you realize just how messed up and sad the whole theme park actually is. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. I was originally meant to put this out on New Year's Day, and obviously that didn't happen. So I was going to put it up on the day after New Year's, and that obviously didn't happen either. I finally locked in though, and got the video done for you awesome people to enjoy, so thank you. Let me know down below if you've ever been to Marineland. I'd love to know your experiences with this theme park.